Hi guys, it's Holly here at Faces, and today I'm here with the gorgeous Anisa from Glow Up Hut. So welcome, Anisa. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. It's really good to have you on.
Thank you for having me on.
You're more than welcome. So just to kick things off, let's start with talking a bit about your business then. So how did you get into the aesthetics industry? Where did it all start, and how have you got it to where your business is today?
So I basically did a dermaplaning course back in 2019, just as like a bit of a side thing. And then obviously like lockdown hit, so I didn't really do much with it. And then last year I was doing like little bits and bobs, and I got a message from someone asking if I was interested in doing like an aesthetics, like pathways for aesthetics course. So we did that in August, and then it kind of just took off from there. By December, I'd handed him a notice at my sales job, and then I've been doing this full time since like Jan Feb this year.
Amazing. Do you know what? It's so refreshing to hear that, you've not even been doing it that long, but you were very quickly in a position to actually do it full time. And I think a lot of people when they qualify just really struggle to get going, but clearly it really worked for you. So what was it that kind of worked for you in terms of building your client base and actually building your business from the ground up?
I'll be honest, I think because I've worked in sales since I was 16, I can kind of see like areas in the market where I can sort of promote myself and
Yeah.
have that. And also, it really helps that I really believe in what I do. I think if you don't believe 100% in what you're doing, you can't then convey that to other people. So, because I'm so passionate about what I do, and everything with my clients is like, they're sort of their care and how they are. I always like every single client, I've got like over 200 clients in my books now.
Amazing.
And every single person I'll message just to obviously check in with them.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important to do as well.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? That is just general client care and part of the client journey. But I think having come from a sales background, because I have myself as well, I can completely see how that will have stood you in good stead, because I speak to a lot of practitioners who just really struggle with sort of the general kind of sales side of things. And the thing is, if you're promoting your own business, it is sales. And if you don't have any experience in that, it can be really challenging. So I think just seeing any opportunity to either upsell a treatment or even just to retain that client is so important. And particularly, having a sales background, that definitely will be helping you. With regards to treatments then, so obviously you do quite a wide range now, having started from just doing dermaplaning. What would you say are your most popular treatments at the moment?
Probably dermal fillers. So I like originally like lips was like my absolute favourite, but since I first qualified, I've like leveled up and done advanced aesthetics as well. So I love doing like facial contouring, like cheek filler, chin filler is like one of my most favourite treatments ever.
Yeah.
I think everybody gets chin filler. It
Yeah.
literally like it makes such a difference to like people's facial structure.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have that bit of extra knowledge. So when people think they need jaw filler, for example, I can be like, no, you need a little bit in your chin and maybe a little bit in your cheeks, not in your jaw.
Yeah, absolutely. I think learning your advanced treatments is so, instrumental in terms of your progression as a practitioner as well, because having the skills and the knowledge to bring someone into clinic and advise them on that in that sense based on their own anatomy is really important. And I think it's so much more than just lips, isn't it? And I think once you get to that point, that's when you can start really seeing I guess your client base grow as well, because once you're known for doing like facial contouring packages and 5 mil packages or whatever it might be, that is sort of a representation that you are sort of a very seasoned practitioner.
Yeah, definitely.
So with regards to the Faces app then, I know you've used Faces since sort of day one, you've been a very loyal Faces user. How has Faces helped with the runnings of your business, and what is it that you love about it?
So literally, just literally before I come onto this with you, I've literally just had my brows and my lashes done, and I've been promoting it to my brow and lash lady as well. And I was like, you need to get on it because it's so good. Just feel like obviously sending you consent forms, but obviously you've got full access to prescribers, you've got the pharmacy, but you've also got the booking system. So it updates that for you so you can see who you've got booked in. But it's also really good for capturing client data. So like just to go back to sort of like the sales side of like the aesthetics industry. So I find it really good to use like the email marketing for text messages
Yeah.
and things like that as well. So it's an all-in-one, and you can also keep a track of what you're making. So some people aren't like, I'm not great with numbers, like I'm awful, but
Me too.
yeah, it's good to like sort of what you're making per treatment, what you like best selling treatments are. So you've got all that information all on one app. The people that you like support team. So if you're stuck with anything, they're so helpful as well. Like they literally will call you. You know, if you've left something in your basket and you've forgotten about it, or ring you like, is everything okay? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
just forgot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one thing that we really do pride ourselves on is the support that we give practitioners, because I think a lot of the time when people qualify, you know, they may be promised all the support from their training academy, but 9 times out of 10 they don't get the best support once they've trained. So that's sort of where we come in, because not only are we going to support you with setting up your app and learning how to maximize the features, but we support practitioners just in their day-to-day sort of business questions, business struggles as well. So it's great that you've had a fantastic experience with our team. Just with regards to kind of where things are going for you then in your business, so what are your kind of goals for the next year? Do you have other treatments you're learning? Sort of what are your plans?
So I'm actually, I've just started my first day of maternity leave today, so I'm 38 weeks pregnant today.
Oh,
So I'm
congratulations.
literally having like 6 weeks off and then going back to working 1 day a week till after Christmas. I'm basically wanting to look into even more advanced than what I've got at the minute. So maybe like 8-point facelifts, that type of thing. And also looking into more of the skincare side of things as well, because that is something that I really enjoy doing is
Yeah.
sort of luxury facial and things like that.
Yeah, amazing. And it's so good that you're working for yourself now. When you've got your little baby, you've got the freedom to go back as and when you want to, do as many hours as you want, and you're not kind of held back on by an employer. So I think you'll really see the benefits of that, and running your own business once you've got your baby with you. With regards to kind of the treatments that you're training in, I think the skin side of things is really important, because I think there's a lot of people who very much rely on getting their anti-wrinkle injections and the dermal filler treatments, but don't necessarily look after their skin in the best way. But the thing is, if you look after your skin and you get continuous skin treatments with a practitioner, it's going to help the other treatments that you're getting as well, because they come very much hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Like one of my little like cringy little taglines I always use on my Instagram is like make your skin better than when it comes to like skin boosters or getting
Yeah.
your dermaplane.
Yeah.
Like it's really important to look after your skin, because I mean Botox and things that can like anti-wrinkle can obviously iron out the creases, but you need to make sure you're looking after your skin as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I think as a practitioner, it's great to keep educating yourself on the skin side of things as well, because I think a lot more people are showing an interest in their skin due to the knowledge and education which is out there, and sort of really understanding that, if you take good care of your skin, whether it be with invasive treatments or not, it is just going to help with your overall look. You're going to look brighter, you're going to look more awake, and it's just going to mean that the aging process is going to be a lot kind of easier as well, I guess.
I know. I wish like all the teenagers these days, all the kids these days, they all live into their skincare. And I'm like, when I was your age, I used to go to sleep in my makeup. Like I was so
Literally,
bad for it.
it was like face wipes, dream matte mousse. Like that was the vibe, wasn't it? Like, and I get really envious, because I'm like, I wish that when I was like 15, there was all this knowledge about skincare and like serums and how you should really look after your skin. But it's one of them, we're at that point now, so it's all good. So with
Yeah.
regards to regulation and the changes which are potentially coming in, obviously we don't know what is going to be happening as of yet, but what we do know is that the government have released the traffic light system, and they're also wanting to gather information from everyone, practitioner or not, on everyone's thoughts, which I think is a really good thing, that they're taking into consideration actually what people's views are. What are your sort of personal views when it comes to the regulation side of things?
So I think it's really good for everybody all around. So I think it's good for clients because they know that if what I think is going to come in, that you're going to have a license. Obviously, people should have insurance anyway,
Yeah.
which is another good thing about the Aces app is they send you a reminder when your insurance is due to
Yes.
renew.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was with baby brain at the minute. It's helpful.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
And also like the standards of like the premises they're visiting as well, because it is a bit like the Wild West at the minute. And I've heard some like horror stories from people that have been to certain places and it's not been the cleanest. Or I think at the end of the day, like people are paying a lot of money for these treatments, so they should feel one like it's a luxury, like they're being pampered and that they're safe. And that's so important that they feel those three things.
Yeah.
But also I think it'll help with this like medic non-medic divide as well. Because I see it from both sides. Like people just go for each other on TikTok and Instagram and just think, geez, like there's enough negativity already,
I
people. Like just
know.
chill.
I know.
But I think if everyone's level, then it's gonna kind of squash that out. People won't really have anything to say then.
Yeah.
And also the training academies that are out there are doing the best to look after the students once they've graduated and making sure that they can get hold of prescribers and doing things the right way.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of it does boil down to poor training and, poor training academies and level of training, because, I've certainly heard some horror stories about training academies. Because the thing is, if a practitioner is being taught the wrong things or not being taught best practice within their training course, that is going to have an impact on the way that they run their business and that the way that they're treating their clients as well. So I think, having a set standard within not only clinicians but also training schools is super important, and hopefully that is going to just increase client safety. That's the main thing. We just want clients to be safeguarded, and like you say, they're expensive treatments. Clients want to see it as a whole experience. They, from booking in for that treatment to after they leave, once they've had the treatment done, that should be a seamless process. It should be something enjoyable for them. Some people might be stressed at work, they might be having a bad time at home, and that appointment can mean so much to that one person. So I think it's so much more than just having amazing skills and technique. It's about the client care and ensuring their safety 100%.
Yeah, especially like a lot of people, they say that they go to some place and they feel like a cattle market, like they're literally in and out. They don't really know, like they're a bit like come out and a bit shocked because they don't know what's happened. And that goes there. I've heard that from some people's training experiences and but also from like a client's perspective when they've been to practitioners. So I just think, yeah, it should just be a nicer, safer, and I think it will just make everyone's life easier. And I think the people that are dreading these changes coming in are the people that are maybe cutting corners or just doing it to get
Yeah.
rich quick rather than actually doing it because they love what they do.
Yeah, 100%. And, every single person I speak to who is doing well within the industry, they're all people who are not doing it for the money. They're doing it because they have a passion, like yourself, a passion and a real love for making people feel and look good, not just for the money side of things. Because I think if you're in this industry just for the money, you're not in the right industry, definitely. Because it
Yeah,
just isn't going to
100%.
work. But thank you so much for coming on today, lovely. It's been really, really good speaking with you. Congratulations on your baby, and hopefully we'll catch up when you're back in work.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Kelly.
No worries, lovely. All right, you take care and we'll speak soon.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.